Hey guys and wayward gals, welcome back to the Ramble. I am your humble host, Maria Legier, and this is Limited Attraction Blues. Come now, guys and gals, stoke the fires and feed the flames and burn this shit show to the ground. Feed the air with noxious fumes that leave the corpse of cunnilingus flaccid, lame, flat, deflated underground, buried in salt and asphyxiated from brave, forwarded fornication shame. There's new words now in this brave new world to use for shame and merriment, that good old-fashioned self-aggrandizing mockery of others whom one do not know yet don't care for in the least. The bullets never left sea. The dreary memories of high school still float in the ether, remnants of mean girls and jocks now lurking on the internet, refusing to lay down the stains of past glories and a mentality that only immaturity can bring. Adolescence never outgrown, it became prolonged, and our new generation of adults became adults in name only. It might, come to think of it, have been a lack of partnership shame that caused the wolves to howl, the drums to beat, the hunt begin, not fornication shame. This mere mention of the omnipresent masculine sin, the wish for personal and meaningful relationships, belonging to love and beauty and trust and all that other stuff that seemed so important once upon a drooled and dribbled day. True partnership, a meaningful connection, perhaps, a chance to be loved, admired and adored perchance, a shot at love and connection refused and then refused and then refused once more until isolation creeps in and mad resenting bitterness takes hold. Constant reminders of one's lack of value to the world is not easy to deal with, oddly enough and surprisingly enough, and all the world's ills and all the world's ailments laid upon his shoulders. No one cares, buddy boy. No one cares, even when we insist that all care about you and that you get it all. And so, our great and glorious and inclusive societies beat the bastard if he breathes, berate him when he speaks, bruise him when he sighs, and burn him when he reaches out to open up, to let it out as he is told that he should do. And then the backs are turned and the world is told how horrible it is that men never open up and speak and talk and share emotions such as women do, as all should do. For that has become the norm, the fabled truth, the only way, apparently. When called out on this, refuse and turn around once more and say it still is spoken wrong, shared wrong, done wrong and dealt with wrong. Consistency matters little. Discourse on social media and in the news seldom rise above the contents of a soiled diaper. Vagrant intellectuals are deceased and decadent creatures from another place and another time, so out of touch and out of tune that it would be funny were it not terrifying. Behold your future, your brave new world, and weep. So come the shaming and the blaming and the tone policing omnipresent in the cluttered minds that reek of television tropes, that stink of romantic comedies and self-assured value boosts crawling down the gutter rope, imprinting collectivized guilt and ego boosts in the line that separates the others from the rest. Beggars can't be choosers, and choosers can't be beggars. Where have all the good men gone? A lack of high value men is the reason for low marriage rates. Men need to step up their game. Men are trash. Hypocrisy is tangible, a tactile sensation, crawling down the spine and through the nostrils and the eyes. It usually comes out the mouth, and mainly comes in pairs or in threes and in fours. Double standards, morals for me and none for thee, rules for thee and not for me, rile them up to show as proof the words they spit through unmarked and devolved computer screens. Women are correct in hating men, and men are not correct in hating women. Preferably, if I am to be honest and a bit candid, neither should hate either, but that's not how the world goes, nor how the wind blows. The gender war is depraved and nonsensical. Its instigators and propagandists a den of thieves and liars. For a man to not be hated for being a man, he should just do anything any woman says he should. No matter, he should show shame and deference. It's not that hard, you see. Just do all of this and all of that, even the stuff that contradicts the other stuff, which is more or less everything, but never mind and no matter. He should just forget his masculinity and declare war on his manliness, his manhood, himself. And that's all. There's just nothing to it. Boys are defective girls and men are defective women after all. The feminine is the path, the true path to enlightenment and meaningful relationships. Be a nice guy, not a bad guy. Whatever the hell that means. It should be bloody obvious to any and to all that collectivism is the death of reason and of truth and of beauty. Bending the knee to collectivism would mean accepting that one woman speaks for all women, that one man speaks for all men. Trends are trends and markers are markers, but in the end, one is nothing but oneself. If accepting collectivism, take 2 shots of whiskey and some tramadol, then call the doctor when the delusion has passed, or if the delusion persists. Furthermore, if accepting collectivism, one cannot help but be confused if male, since one article about what women want from men contradicts the other article. Such as it is, was, ever shall be. Individuals exist, if woman, of course. Not if man, apparently. Brain stopped working. I'm confused. Please send help, money, booze, and ham sandwiches. No matter either way, women can demand from men, yet men cannot demand from women. That would be misogyny. What a strange goddamned world this is. Shame, then. Shame that the world don't work like that. The gruesome, the terrible, the horrible realization dawns through strange and oh so surprising academic studies stating, in no uncertain terms, that women by far prefer a masculine man. Even feminist women. Woo fucking who? Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have motherfucking thunk it? And what then is truth to the rejected and neglected, the horrifying beast that dwells somewhere deep within the bowels of the beastly manosphere, beset by white supremacy, lol, and horrible misogyny, double whammied lol? That men must be emotionally open, or that men must be stoic and masculine. A tangled, twisted, turning truth in this era of subterfuge and mass hysteria egged on by mass media, casting narcissism as brilliance in the holy light emanating from the television screen. What, then, is truth? What does it all mean to the rejected and neglected, the isolated and the shamed and the shunned? This is told, and, on the other hand, this is shown, and one can believe neither eyes nor ears, nor make sense of any of it. It is confounding and confusing, and so confusion and chaos erupts. Then come strange accusations of inceldom, this horrid doom and most popular word of shame brought by teapot dollying stiff upper lips who never once tasted conscious or unconscious empathy, who never once looked beyond a lucid bubble of mass-manufactured self-importance. Damned shame that incel devolved into a quick word of shame, a hasty, trendy gotcha spoken, typed and shouted to insult and to hurt and nothing more. For one could have, perhaps and perchance, taken a look at why and how so many men become and became incels. One could have tried to understand. That, however, would have meant firing the cannons and the guns of empathy direct at the hearts of lonely, broken and defeated men. And we can't have any of that in this war-torn society of ours, for lonely, broken and defeated men must be shamed and ridiculed and made to be enemies of that which is good and that which is pure and noble and decent. One must always have an enemy, a threat, something to fight. Lonely and broken men must be painted as dangerous and presented as threats so that they dig themselves even further underground. So that they cast even more self-loathing upon themselves and, in the end, go out in a blaze of fire and fury to become a self-fulfilling prophecy, making it so that the shaming fingers and flapping mouths point and snarl and say, "We told you so!" The approach should be understanding and empathy, to listen instead of speak. You know, as the old saying goes, put your money where your mouth is. When claiming that the only thing that could help men is for men to open up and speak, the least the bastards claiming this could do is listen. But no, that would require effort instead of hollow, pointless, empty words meant to show the world that, see, feminism cares about men too. As long, that is, as men do what feminism says, and thus only speaks about that which feminism demands men speak about in the right tone and the correct timbre. Which of course translates to shut the fuck up, fuckface, and listen to me whine. And that, I think, is that for this ramble. I hope you enjoyed it more than my previous ramblings. They're a bit on the easy side lately because my pain has been fucking severe, so that's just how it is. Should you wish to support my blog, channel, ramblings, rants, ravings, and cafe independence, please take a look at the links below. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll catch you next time. This is Maria Legier, signing off.